one of the riches of Eastern Orthodox tradition that you emphasize in the slavery of death is Christus Victor. Why do you emphasize Christus Victor so much, and how might that particular strand influence our understanding of atonement?
Well, I have the same interest in Girard that many people had, which is trying to get around violent conceptions of atonement, coming out of a background where that was the main vision of atonement. And so Girard is huge for helping us do that. And I think Girard his theory, if you're going to kind of put it under kind of headings, could be described as a form of Christus Victor. But Christus Victor, my attractions to it was because God's actions in Christus Victor are wholly benevolent. The idea is that we are enslaved to dark forces, sinful forces. And I would say the primal sin is violence, murder at the very beginning, in the way we were violent against each other. And so we're enslaved to these forces that keep us violent. But God's actions, his movement towards us, is inherently a rescue operation to pull us and extract us from those violent practices. So my interest in Christus Victor is the way it portrays or allows us to see God's actions as wholly benevolent, as wholly rescuing us from ourselves in many ways, or from what the Scripture calls the Satan. So that's a big location of Girardian reflection as well. What the Satan represents, and that we are somehow bound over to the Satan. And that could be understood. That can be understood in very literal ways, or there are other kinds of ways to look at the Satan as well, Girardian, or even just people like Walter Wink or whatever have very different perspectives of what the Satan might be. Like I think Wink compares the Satan to the domination system that goes on in the world.